about time we're getting to this rematch. Hello everybody and welcome to Robot Wars Rematches, Carbide versus Eruption. These two have a very historic battle rivalry against each other. They've each won a title against the other one, so that's pretty neat. Here is a new Carbide build and we're testing out something new that I've been doing with Component Freedom. So you know how I can attach pieces onto the bottom of a Z-Tech and it still spins? Well, I've gone with that trick again, but to make sure Carbide's blade kind of sits in the middle of his body, I put a short 20 centimeter extender directly under the Z-Tech and then attached longer ones to the top of that then they technically sit inside the Z-Tech. And as you can see, it comes out of a decent looking spot, doesn't it? Hopefully this works, and this is something we can do with more horizontal spinners in the future. I think I did it with the new Fluffy build that I made for Robot Wars Reborn Cup Season 2. Hopefully it works out pretty well. So we're going to get into the fights now, and of course we are going with our new format today. One normal fight and then one twist fight. That's good too, because this is one of those, I don't know how different it would be if we did multiple fights. So let's get into the real fight.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
One of the fiercer rivalries in Robot Wars, and definitely one of the respected rivalries. Both teams think very highly of each other. Eruption right now not thinking too highly of Carbide, but he's flipping him pretty high, and then he flips himself. Carbide knows even though he's getting flipped, he's going to be causing damage to Eruption. And Eruption will know that too. They'll need to look to get him out of the arena into the pit. So I don't think they'll win this on flips alone unless they can somehow last the distance. And that is unlikely for a flipper. Carbide moved in for an attack there and got flipped again by Eruption. Good chance we've already gotten the double-digit flips and another one from Eruption. He is setting a very high pace. So far, he's taken some bad damage. Look on the right side, and another flip. Carbide just bouncing around more than driving, it seems. Eruption with a missed flip, and Carbide came in to give him a shot. Another nice flip by Eruption. These are all very pretty, but we're only a minute into the fight, and he's taking a lot of bad damage. He goes for the pit release. Now he's got to figure out how to get Carbide over there willingly. He is taking an absolute beating, and now the flipper is crumbling. All sorts of pieces on the ground, and that is a major problem. And Eruption is smoking. He's not going to last much longer. Carbide has worn him down, slowly but surely, and there is the killer blow. The fight and the bragging rights are Carbide's. I will forever feel bad for flippers on this game because Eruption was putting up a hell of a performance and did not deserve what just happened. But it is what it is. Nothing really we can do about it. Carbide wins, and now it is time to go to our friend, the Wheel of Mayhem, which you'll notice has a couple new suggestions. Let me talk you through them. First up, you'll see Tornado Alley there. That was suggested by Team Screw-Up, and that basically is the middleweight Tornado joining the combatants' two versions of Tornado. So the combatants have to beat each other while not getting damaged by the tornadoes. And then there's another one in there, Execute Emergency. This was Sam's brilliant idea, where we throw Emergency in the ring, and the goal is to be the first one to knock Emergency out. And then you can go after each other if you want, but the main goal is take out Emergency. It's pretty fun. We'll see if we get it. Let's spin the wheel. And it looks like it's split and share. If you don't know what split and share is, it's instead of taking the 4 controls of one bot, you take 2 from each. So one person will control forward motion and maybe left drive for both robots, while the other person would take down and right. I don't exactly remember what we've set up for this one, but yeah, that's basically how it goes. And of course you keep your own weapon, that's the one thing. But yeah, the goal is to then be able to screw up your opponent, drive them somewhere they don't want to go. It's kind of fun, so let's see how it goes.
3, 2, 1, activate.
So here we go, it's split and share. Expect, well, a lot of what you're seeing already. The bots not touching each other, perhaps spinning in circles. Split and share is a very mental, tactical battle between the drivers more so than the robots as they fight for control here. Eruption just passing by Carbide there as the bots nearly touch. Still no contact within the first 30 seconds, and there we go. Finally, a little bit of a bump there, if anything. The precision that I think is needed with a flip bot is what's going to make Split and Share go against Eruption here. Because Carbide, he gets the hits no matter what. The pit has been released by Eruption there. Eruption backing into Carbide, who got some damage, and now both bots onto the flame pit. You're going to want to get out of there if you don't want to fry your electronics. Why did I say electrics? It doesn't feel right. Carbide still toying around with the flame pit. He likes the heat. It's not a bonfire. Get away from there. Eruption now tipped onto his back and running into the wall. Carbide with a good shot there on the backside, and he's got Eruption in a decent spot here. He can get more shots off. Eruption with a nice flip. Carbide trying to climb over the wall to escape the spot he was nearly put in there, and then he gets another shot on Eruption, and again. Finally, we're starting to see some action between these two. Something tells me Split and Share is not one of the more entertaining ones for the fans to watch. It's definitely entertaining to film. Carbide retreating to the center of the arena. Just over a minute left in this, and I gotta think the edge is going to Carbide. He's gotten a lot of damage on Eruption. Meanwhile, he's only suffered one flip. Carbide getting himself dangerously close to the pit. Oh, dangerously close! Oh my goodness! And Carbide was nearly all the way in the pit, and he somehow spun out of it. Well, this is where Split and Share gets interesting, because Carbide could easily be driven into the pit by Eruption's driver. He's spinning in a circle right now. Oh, and another wheel hovering over the pit opening, but Carbide still hasn't gone in. Amazing! He is teetering oh so close to the edge. He is holding on for dear life. Eruption is getting counted out, meanwhile, in the opposite corner of the arena. 20 seconds remaining. Carbide still fighting on. Fighting Eruption's driver. More than Eruption, trying not to drive into the pit. He's getting counted out. He needs to move, and he's going to survive if he does. And he does. And that looks like it's the end of the fight. Carbide has survived many scares there. Insane. I like Split and Share, I really do, but I'm wondering if there is some sort of way to improve it, because as you saw, there can be some frustrating moments where the bots are just not hitting each other, or they're so far away, or they're spinning in a circle. But then again, you get such tense moments like what we had with Carbide. 30 seconds of whether or not is he going to drive into the pit? Is he going to be able to get out of it? And there was some good tension there, so I really don't know how I feel about this one. Carbide wins the fight, but we weren't really, we're not counting it for stats or anything. It was just for fun. But if you cared, Carbide won. That's the end of this episode of Robot Wars Reborn Rematches. I almost said BattleBots Rematches, but it's Robot Wars. Trust me. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Suggest anything for the wheel if you have any suggestions. And also let me know what you guys think of Split and Share. Thanks for watching. Bye.
From Bournemouth in Dorset and #1 seed, Razor. From Oxford in Oxfordshire, Terrorlets. Roboteers, stand by. 3,